Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. I'm just going to be showing you my manga collection. It's been a while, so I just want to give you guys an update on what I've gotten over the past few months to a year. It's been a while since I've uploaded, so I kind of just want to show you guys what I've gotten. And there's a lot of series that you guys haven't seen yet, and I've completed a lot of stuff since the last time you saw, so let's just jump right into it and let me show you what I got. Alright guys, so starting off, on the top we actually have One Piece art book. It's a little hard to see because it's pretty high up, but it's actually really good. It covers all the way up to the Paramount War arc, and it's actually pretty nice. I definitely recommend it. Definitely my favorite art book I own. Then I have the first Berserk Ultimate Edition. I definitely want to collect Berserk in this format going forward. And I also have a Soul Eater art book from a few years ago. Alright guys, so on to the actual shelves. This first shelf I'm going to be using just holding the camera because the tripod can't actually see this high up if it's this close, so it might be a little unsteady, but going forward it should be better. First we have 7 Billion Needles. Pretty good series. It's very out of print though. I think there's 4 volumes, I only have the first 2, and I've been trying to find 3 and 4 for a while, but can't really find it. I Love You. Honestly, my least favorite series I own. I honestly plan on finishing it just because I want to review it to see if it gets any better. Next up we have Assassination Classroom Volume 1. The only reason I haven't picked up more of this is there's a box set for the whole series that I want to pick up eventually, so I'm just hanging on to the 1 volume for now. Next up, Attack on Titan 1 through 8. The series is much further along, and I plan on picking up more of it going forward because my brother actually is caught up on the anime and he says it gets really good, so I'm actually interested to finish it, so look forward to seeing more of that going forward. Next we have Bakuman Volume 1 to 20. This is complete. It's by the same people that have written Death Note, Platinum End. It's a great series. I think it's their best series, to be honest. I like it more than Death Note, but that's just me. And yeah, definitely recommend it. And then next up we got Berserk 1 to 6. Like I said, I want to collect the Ultimate Edition, so eventually I'll be selling these 6 volumes, but for now they're gonna stay. Next we got Black Cat. It's a 20 volume series. It's pretty old, but it's not bad. I might collect it eventually, but it's pretty low on my priority list. A new series I've actually been collecting is Black Clover. I actually had pretty low expectations going into this, but it got actually really good, and I want to pick up more. Then we got Bleach. 1 to 25. This is about all I'm going to pick up of Bleach because I hear it gets pretty bad after this, so I don't really see a point in picking up anymore. Then we got a Law figure right here, one of my favorite characters from One Piece. And then we got Blood Lad 1 and 2. One of the first series I actually picked up, and I definitely want to complete it sometime soon because I don't know why I haven't yet. Blue Exorcist 1 to 5. It's okay. A lot of people really love the series, but I'm not the biggest fan. Then we got Blue Spring. It's a one-shot. Pretty good. It's pretty basic though, but it's not bad. And then we got Batum Volume 1. Another decent series that I plan on getting around to eventually. Then we got Chibi Vampire 10 through 11. Just some series I found at a garage sale the one day, and I might pick up the rest of it later. I honestly just bought it because Tokyo Pop, and most of Tokyo Pop's out of print. Then we got Demon Slayer 1 to 10. Very good series. I think the anime is better, but the manga is still very good, although the artwork isn't as great. And we got Death Note 1 to 11 here. And I got 12 on the next shelf that you'll see in a second, but I have the complete series. I got the Death Note right here. Like I said, written by the same people that wrote Bakuman. Great series. I think this is a great series to start off collecting. One of the best series to start reading because it's short. And right here I just got a Gara bookmark and a JoJo bookmark. Alright, let's go to the next shelf. Alright, on to the next shelf. Like I said, I can use the tripod now, so it's actually going to be a lot easier to show you. Like I said, got volume 12 of Death Note right here. Full series, very good. Highly recommend it. Then right here we got Durarara, volume 1. It's actually signed by the voice actor, the main character right here. And then next to that we have Dr. Stone 1 to 4. Not a lot of people like the series, but I'm actually a big fan of it. I think it's really good. I did hear it's on hiatus right now though, so I'm not really going to prioritize picking it up right now because I have flashbacks from Hunter x Hunter and I don't want to get caught up with nothing left. Next we got Eden. It's an Endless World, Volume 1 and 2. Just a tip for anyone that's a collector out there. If you see any of this series, no matter what volume it is, definitely pick it up if it's cheap because it's super out of print, and from what I've read from the first two, it's a very good series too. So if you see it anywhere, I definitely recommend you pick it up. Then we got Fairy Tail Volume 1. This is a series that I'm very on and off about picking up more of it because people are very polar about it. They either love the series or they hate it. I'm pretty undecided from the first volume, as most people would be, but I don't know, maybe eventually I'll pick up more of it. Then next up we got Firestone 1 to 12. This is by the same people, or same author as Soul Eater. I actually like this series more than Soul Eater, and from what I've heard, this is actually going to be their last series, so definitely support it if you can. It's very good. It's about this guy right here fighting fires and trying to figure out some stuff about his past. Not gonna give away any spoilers. Then next to that we have Flowers of Evil 1, 2, and 3. I'm not sure if the single volumes are out of print at this point, but I know there's an omnibus, so if I ever want to pick up more of that, I will in the future. And then next to that we have Gantz Volume 1 to 4. Series has an omnibus, but honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it. So if more of it I'm honestly just gonna pick up the singles as I see it, because it's not really a high priority for me. And then the last bit on this part of the shelf is Genshiken Volumes 1 through 6. Honestly, it's one of my favorite slice of life, super underrated, and it's a super short series, so if you're into that kind of stuff, I highly recommend it. It's about an otaku that joins an otaku club at school, and it's just about what they do. It does get a little mature though, so if you're younger, I wouldn't recommend getting it. And then next up we have the rest of the Genshiken, volumes 7 through 9 here. This is the complete series. There is a season 2 or a Genshiken 2 that's out, but I'm not a big fan of it from what I've seen from the anime, so I just stuck with this. And then there's this is the light novel. Then we have Godchild Volume 1. I have not read it yet, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, so I kept it just to see if I like it. Then we have Gurren Lagann Volume 1. I'm pretty sure this is only like a 4-volume series, I want to say, but it's pretty out of print and hard to find, so another series that if you want it, pick it up if you see it. Next to that is Haiku. This series I actually just picked up recently. I picked it up after I finished another sports manga, and it's very good. I definitely want to pick up more of it, and it's pretty long running, so definitely a commitment, but from what I've read so far, it's pretty good. Then next to that we have Hellsing, volumes 1 through 10 in the singles. They also have a Ultimate Edition like they do Berserk, and if you haven't gotten any of it yet, I definitely recommend getting the Ultimate Edition because overall it's better quality, and I'm pretty sure this is pretty out of print. So yeah, if you want the series, just get the Ultimate Edition. And then next to that we have Hikaru no Go. It's a manga about playing Go. It's like Chinese chess basically, and it's by it's not by, but it's drawn by the same mangaka that does Bakuman, Death Note, and Platinum End. So the artwork is very good in it, and the story's pretty good too, so definitely check it out if you're into it. I think there's 20 some volumes, or like 32, something like that. I'm not really quite sure. And then the last little thing we have on this part of the shelf is the dreaded Hunter x Hunter Volume 1 and 2. I say dreaded not because it's bad, but because the mangaka goes on hiatus all the time, and I don't think it's ever going to end at this point. So, although it's one of my favorite manga, I personally stopped collecting it because I don't want to catch up to it to where it gets really good and then have nothing else to read, so I've kind of just stopped collecting where I'm at. And then this is the rest of Hunter x Hunter that I have. from 3 to 21. Like I said, it's a good series. If you want something good to read, I definitely recommend picking it up. Just know that you're probably never going to get the conclusion of it. But even without the conclusion, I think it's a pretty good series. Naruto actually took a little bit of inspiration from this series early on, because this series actually started before Naruto, believe it or not. Although this series only has like 30 volumes out, and Naruto is finished with 72, so that just kind of shows how much it goes on hiatus. And then next to that, we have Lone Wolf and Cub, the first omnibus. A lot of people have like a lot of high praise for that series, but it's really not for me. The art style is a little off for me. It's like very rough around the edges, which isn't always bad, but I don't know, just something about it I'm not a big fan of. But maybe if I see it cheap, I'll pick up the rest of it. And next to that, we have Magi 1 and 2. This series is actually really good. I want to pick up more of it, but I just haven't gotten around to it for some reason. Whenever they have like the Right Stuff sale on Shonen Jump series, this is always out of stock, so I never end up getting it. The next set, we have Mob Psycho 1 to 4. I think 6 is out right now. Good series by the same creator as One Punch Man, except this one is also drawn by the creator of One Punch Man, which he has a very unique art style, to say the least. And then the last little bit on this shelf, it's a little dark, but we have My Hero Academia 1 to 7. If you're a manga collector or into manga and anime, you don't really need an introduction. Most people know what it is. It's the big thing out right now. It's probably the closest series to One Piece that we've seen in years. But yeah, definitely recommend it. And I got 1 to 7 right there. On to the next level of the shelves. Alright, on to the next layer of shelf. It gets a little darker as we go down, so sorry about that. But we have My Hero Academia 8 through 20. Very good series, like I said. Definitely recommend it. Not much more to say about it though. Then we have Naruto 1 to 22. Most people know what Naruto is. Very good series. If you're willing to collect a long-running series, definitely a great series. One of my favorite shonen, to be honest. It gets a little rough at the end, but overall it's a great series. And then next to the other Naruto, we have Naruto 23 through 57. I have to replace 36 at some point. It's a little banged up, but I'll get around to that eventually. This is where Shippuden starts. I think before Shippuden is the best part of Naruto, but Naruto Shippuden has better fights, I would say. But the original Naruto has a better story. That's usually how I tell people, but like I said, Naruto's Naruto. And then on the next shelf, we have the rest of Naruto, 58 to 72, which is complete. Then we have No Longer Human, 1 to 3. Very out of print series. I'm pretty sure there's an omnibus of it. No, there definitely is an omnibus of it. So get that if you want to read it. It's very dark though, so if you're like very easily depressed, I wouldn't read it, but it's a good series if you want to read it. Then next up we have my favorite shonen, even though that's very stereotypical. We have One Piece 1 to 17. I am pretty sure, let me try and reach in and grab it. I'm pretty sure 16. Yep, 16 is signed by the voice actor of Happy. I met him at a convention. It's crazy how he can change his voice, and like he has like a normal voice, and then when he does like the Happy voice, I don't know how he does it. That's why he's a voice actor and I'm not, but very talented guy. But yeah, One Piece, great series. If you haven't started reading it, definitely pick it up. I think most people, if not everyone, can love One Piece. Okay, moving on to the next shelf, we got One Piece 18 to 50. One thing I want to mention too is earlier part of One Piece actually has different printings. If you can see here, like 21 is just like the normal One Piece, like nothing special about it. But then like volume 22 has like a gold tint to it, if you can see that, which is really cool, as on the side too. They're pretty hard to come by, but they're cool if you can find them. So not that they're any different, like there's the story or anything inside of it's not any different, but definitely looks cool on the shelf, so just keep an eye out for that. And then next up we got the rest of the One Piece I have, we got 51 to 74. Pretty sure it's up to like 90 something right now. And where I'm at right now, it's getting very good. We just got introduced to, well, not just introduced, but a new villain has been involved. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's very good right now. The time skip's really good. Impel Down, or the Paramount War right here, and Impel Down, but the Paramount War arc, which is from here to here, is probably my favorite arc of manga ever. It's so good, so emotional, and yeah, definitely if you're like reading One Piece, definitely at least get up to volume 60, because that's where it gets really good, and then 61 is where time skip happens, so it gets really good after that too. And then next to that we have One Punch Man volumes 1 through 9, by the same person that wrote Mob Psycho 100 with a different artist. The series was really popular like a year or two ago. It still is, but definitely a good series. Pretty funny too. Check it out if you're into shonen manga and it has like a bit of a twist to it, so it keeps it interesting if you've read a lot of shonen before, definitely. Yeah, and definitely check it out. It brings some fresh air into the genre if you've read a lot of shonen before. And then we got One Punch Man 10 through 11 or 10 through 14. I think I've only read up to 12, but yeah, like I said, good series. Then we got Platinum End Volume 1, written and drawn by the same people that did Death Note and Bakuman. I think it's their weakest series, to be honest, but I've only read the first volume, so can't really be the judge yet. And then Prince of Tennis 1 through 15. If you're into sports manga, it's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's definitely a solid series. There's about 42 volumes, so if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check it out. Then we got The Promised Neverland, volumes 1 through 10. Definitely one of the best series that's come out over the past few years. It's a very unique series and brings something new to the genre that hasn't happened before, so definitely gives me like some Death Note vibes, where they're always trying to outsmart things. So yeah, check that out if you're into it. We got Rave Master 1 and 2. Super out of print series because it's in Tokyo Pop. It's by the same mangaka that did Fairy Tail, and I think it's better than Fairy Tail from what I've read. But like I said, it's out of print, so I kind of just pick it up as I see it. And then lastly on the shelf, we got Samurai Deeper Kyo. It's a pretty basic shonen series, but it's a good shonen series, so if you see it cheap, definitely pick it up. I think I got this series, or these volumes, for like 25 cents a piece, so I couldn't really pass it up. Okay, this last shelf is like on the ground, so I can't use the tripod here, so you're gonna have to deal with the shaky cam. We got Samurai Deeper Kyo 4 to 6, my bad. Like I said, pretty basic, but good series. We got Shaman King. Never got finished in America, but I'm pretty sure there's an omnibus out or coming out soon of it, and I'm not sure if it's gonna complete the series or not, but definitely check it out. It's a very battle heavy shonen, but the battles are really good. So if you're into just straight up battles in manga, definitely a good series to check out. And then next we got one of, if not my favorite shonen, and definitely my favorite shonen sports manga. We got Slam Dunk volumes 1 through 23 here, and volumes 24 to 31 on this shelf. It's by the same mangaka that did Vagabond, Real, all those series. Probably my favorite mangaka. Takiko Inoue does great artwork, and the story is very compelling. This series he actually draws in a very traditional shonen style, and it's very good. Volume 30 is probably my favorite manga's like individual volume I've ever read. I've read 30 and 31 probably at least 10 times. Like, I'll just pull these two volumes out and read them every now and then, because like as a sports fan, it can't get better than that. It's so good. Then next to that, we got Soul Eater 1 to 7. I think there's 25 volumes out, and it's complete, obviously, by the same person that wrote Fire Force, and it's a good series. Definitely pick it up if you're into it. Then we got Tiger and Bunny, volumes 1 and 2. I like to call this series the poor man's My Hero Academia, and not for any good reasons. It's pretty bad actually, but it was really popular around like 2014, 2013, so I picked it up then, and yeah, it's not that great. Next we got Toriko 1 to 5. This was another series that was really hyped back in the day. They did like a crossover event, I remember, with Toriko, One Piece, and Dragon Ball. That's how hyped up they were making the series, and it's finished now. I don't know how many volumes there is, but it's very hard to find, honestly, now. I don't know why, but like Right Stuff doesn't even sell it anymore, so I definitely want to pick up more, but I just have to find it. Then next to that, we got Trigun 1 and 2. If you've watched the anime, you're good with the anime. The manga's not that good, to be honest. Then we got Tsubasa 1 to 5. It's by Clamp. If you don't know, Clamp is like, it's one shared universe kind of. It's like the Marvel of manga. And Tsubasa kind of like collects all of the characters from all the series and puts them into one story. And as you've seen in my collection, I don't really have any Clamp. That's why I haven't read any of this yet, but if I get more Clamp, I plan on reading it eventually. That's the only reason I still have it. And then next to that, we got Vampire Knight. It's a shoujo manga. It's one of the more popular shoujo manga. It's the only reason I really have it, because I want to diversify my genres a little bit. And honestly, not too bad, but not my cup of tea. Then we got Yu Yu Hakusho, volumes 1 through 2. And right here we got 3 through 19, which is complete. And this is by the same person that wrote Hunter x Hunter. He wrote this first, actually. This is a classic. The anime is really good. If you haven't watched it yet, definitely check it out. Okay, and on to the last shelf I have. This is basically where I keep all my omnibuses and like bigger prints. So first up we got Atom Cat. It's by Osamu Tezuka. It's kind of just like a spin-off of Astro Boy, but it's okay. It's a one-shot, so it's not too bad. We got Blackjack by Osamu Tezuka, volumes 1 through 4. It's basically just a collection of short stories where it's about a doctor that just goes around and saves people. But it's pretty good. Just a quick read to check out if you want. Then we got The Book of Human Insects by Osamu Tezuka. I own a lot of Osamu Tezuka works because he's basically like the grandfather of manga. Like, he kind of pioneered a lot of the series we see now. Then we got Blade the Immortal, Omnibus 1 through 4. Great series, definitely pick it up if you can. I actually want to pick up more of it soon because these single editions right here were how they came out originally, and they are super out of print, so I want to pick up more of this before it becomes out of print like this. Then we got Dragon Ball 1 through 5 in these Viz Big editions. That's the complete Dragon Ball, and honestly, if you haven't started collecting Dragon Ball yet, this is definitely the format you should check it out in. It's a bigger printing, has some color pages in the beginning of each volume, and it's overall just like the best version. Definitely make sure you're not getting like the Omnibus regular Viz editions though, because it's pretty poor quality, I'm not gonna lie. Next to that we got Dragon Ball Z Viz Big 1, just a continuation of Dragon Ball. I think I'm only on Viz Big 3, I want to say, but yeah, it's pretty good. We got Durarara, also by Osamu Tezuka. Pretty good series. Then we got Full Metal Alchemist in this hardcover edition. These volumes go for, can't see it there, but go for $19. But the quality is so good, and I want to collect the series in this for sure. Then we got JoJo's Part 1, Volume 1. We got JoJo's Part 1, Volumes 2 and 3. And then Part 2, 1 through 4. And I'm pretty sure this is all of Part 2 right here. Then we got Ikigami. It's a seinen manga. It's pretty good. Check it out if you can find it. Then we got Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin, Volume 1. This is probably the best printing of a manga you will ever see. Like, the quality is just top notch in this. Like, it has like the comic book type pages in it, so the quality is very good, but it's very expensive. Then we got Monster 1 through 9 complete by another great mangaka. I haven't finished it yet, but it's very good from where I am right now. Then we got Pokemon Adventures Omnibus 1. Haven't finished it yet, as you can see, but it's actually very different from like the games if you've played them before. Like the gym leaders are like part of like Team Rocket. Like Pokemon like die and stuff, and it's actually pretty cool. Next to that we got Real 1 and 2 by Takehiko Inoue, like I was talking about before, same mangaka that wrote Slam Dunk. And it's actually another basketball manga, except this one is a wheelchair basketball manga, which he somehow makes super interesting. And this is the series I'm pretty sure he's currently trying to finish right now, so he's kind of taken a break from Vagabond and has focused on this. Then we got The Twin Knights, another Osamu Tezuka work. Not really that great, but it's Osamu Tezuka. Then we got Phoenix, Volume 7, super out of print series, so if you find it, pick it up. Solanin by Inoue Asano. It's my first Inoue Asano work, and it's very good. Definitely check it out. Tokyo Ghoul, Volume 1. Wasn't really a huge fan of this, but maybe I'll pick up more in the future and see if I like it more. The last part of the shelf, we got Message to Adolf by Osamu Tezuka, hardcover. It's basically about two different Adolfs, one being Adolf Hitler and then another Adolf. It's probably my favorite Osamu Tezuka work I've read so far, so pick it up if you can find it, but I'm pretty sure it's a little out of print now. Then we got Rurouni Kenshin. I personally stopped collecting the series after the allegations came out, but I'm not going to get into it. If you want to look it up, just Google it, you'll see. Then we got Tutera. I picked it up because it's a vertical series and they go out of print pretty quick. Haven't really read it yet, but we'll see. Then we got Triton of the Sea, Volume 1, another Osamu Tezuka work. As you can see, big Osamu Tezuka fan. Then we got Vagabond 1 to 4 by Takehiko Inoue. I kind of go through this series pretty slow because I really enjoy the series, and I kind of just don't want to catch up because I know how long it takes them to release volumes, although on these big omnibuses they take a while to come out. And then we got Vinland Saga 1 to 5. This series almost got canceled a few years ago actually, but people actually started picking it up more and they're still printing it. Great seinen manga, probably one of my favorite, so definitely check it out if you want. It's a hardcover as well, so it's good quality. And lastly we got Wolfsmund. I think there's only 4 volumes out, but good series nonetheless. And yeah, that's the collection. Alright guys, that's the collection. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe or like the video. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading again. I'm not going to have a set schedule. I'm kind of just going to upload whenever I find a topic interesting and I want to talk about it. But if there's any series you want to see me talk about specifically, leave it down in the comments and I'll try my best to make a video on it. And if you want any opinions or recommendations based on what you've read before, I'm kind of knowledgeable on like the manga genre in general, so I might be able to help you guys out. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time and peace out.